Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a new team builder for you, starring KUMquat and Grey Road. KUMquat are Muck, Grey Road are Spiritomb. Those will be your team captains for this set. Before we begin, feel free to like and subscribe, all that fun stuff. And let's get into this team builder, shall we? So first, KUMquat are Muck. So not a lowland Muck. A lowland Muck comes out when Pokemon Home releases on May 30th. At time of recording, it is May 29th, May 30th, June 1st, I have written down. No, 30, wait, I have it written down when Home comes out. Home comes out May 31st, the Wednesday. So I'm thinking of at least having 5 more sets of these before incorporating the Home Pokemon, simply because I need time to make all of them and whatnot and readjust teams. So I think 5 is a good amount. So KUMquat, our Muck here is not a lowland, it is regular Muck. Still very deadly of a Pokemon. We are running Poison Touch ability, which gives us 30% chance of poisoning Pokemon when we connect with our contact moves. Black Sludge is here because we are keeping our Poison Terra type, just to make sure that Poison Jab hits as hard as we can. 30% chance to poison with Poison Jab, 30% to poison with Poison Touch, so effectively it's about a 60% chance we get poisons off with Poison Jab, which will be crucial in our matches. Shadow Sneak for priority, Ice Punch for ground coverage, and Curse. Excuse the racketing in the background, that is my curtain. It is a very windy day. My window is closed and it's still ricketing, so excuse if you hear that sound. But Curse is here to really just set up Muck to become a very potent sweeper. In testing, this has been very effective. If I can get 2 off, it can tank Earthquakes, or start tanking Earthquakes. 3, 4, you keep improving, it just keeps getting worse and worse for my opponent. And Poison Jabs hit hard like a truck. We're coming off 105 attack. Shadow Sneak to chip things down. If we can get the poison damage plus our Poison Jabs or Ice Punches off, we're gonna be fine. Muck is a powerhouse, not one to sleep on. I hope it can perform like that during the actual recordings though, because of course we seem to have a record of stage fright with our teams. Our other team captain, Grey Road, here is our specially defensive wall of the team here. So Grey Road is our Spiritomb, running Infiltrator over pressure. Infiltrator bypasses screens and subs, meaning we can Will-O-Wisp anything for free. If you recall, we have, Shed Tails, what is it called, Cyclizars, Orthworms around. So if we can get those Will-O-Wisps off through the subs, those would be huge, because normally they Will-O-Wisp out into physical tackle or setup mon and sweep from there. So getting Will-O-Wisp off are huge. If we can get the Will-O-Wisp plus Hex off, that's even better, because Hex will be hitting 130 power and just devastating a lot. If of course the opponent isn't especially defensive. Of course Hex will be doing a little less, but on a physically defensive opponent, this will hurt a lot. Pain Split for HP recovery purposes, and Rest. Rest plus Leftovers is actually a very good combination, especially if we can keep Grey Road healthy enough. Spiritomb is naturally very tanky with 108 defenses, but very low HP stat. So if we can get the burn off and send this in on a specially oriented Pokemon that's not very tight, or Chi-Yu, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine here, being able to take these hits and then rest up and stall out the rest to just get more chip off and Pain Split to recover and whatnot. We are running Terra Ghost because why not? We get stab adaptability boosted in our Hex, so that will be fun to play with. Our defensive wall for this one is Corvus, making his return to the game here. A shiny Corviknight. I don't know why it's shiny, but I guess it will be running shiny Corviknight. Running our Mirror Armor, Rocky Helmet. This set has been ran before in previous videos. Feel free to check those out. They're under Gen 8. Sword and Shield, probably one of those playlists there. But of course, with the decline of PP and Roost here, we have to be a little bit more careful when we restore HP, but the strategy is still the same. We're going to be running on maximum defense, pure defensive wall, bulk up, body press break for Roost. Of course, this is meant to take all the physical hits, so if we can spread those burns, even better. And then with Rocky Helmet plus bulk up, we're going to be eating hits for days. I don't think we would have to worry about the Qian Paos if we can get those bulk ups up. or if we can send this thing in for free on a Chin Power body press, will definitely knock it out. So body press and Brave Bird, of course, get stronger each time we bulk up, more specifically body press. Steel type, Terra type is the most defensive Terra type. I think Water is the other one, and then Fairy is more special defensive. So Steel is definitely going to be a big factor for us. And yeah, Roost again for recovery purposes, but we have to be careful how we burn that PP. Our physical attacker for this set, Haxorus was last time. We're bringing in another pseudo. It's Doomsday, our Baxcalibur. Baxcalibur running the D-Dance set with Loaded Dice. Loaded Dice is a new item I thought I'd show off. Holders moves that hit 2 to 5 times will hit 4 to 5 times instead. Population bombs will hit 4 to 10 times. So essentially what it's saying here is Baxcalibur will hit 4 times with this Icicle Spear. Under a D-Dance, it is a more reliable Icicle Crash, probably dealing more damage than Icicle Crash, to be honest with you. So that will be something to get to see. You know, if something subs up, we can get rid of those Shed Tails and just basic substitutes in general. If we can outspeed those Koraidons and Miraidons with the D-Dance, Icicle Spears will knock them out as well. We also can run the Glaive Rush here, our 120 stab move that will certainly knock out every dragon type under the sun. Earthquake for just general coverage. Steel types, fire types. What else is a big threat? Fairy types even, although you can argue Icicle Spear here. We do have Terra Ice to boost the power of our Icicle Spears, but this thing is just meant to do a lot of damage and hopefully swing the momentum to our favor and win. In testing, Icicle Spear is a menace under D-Dance, so I hope we can get those moments in these battles. Thermal Exchange is a new ability, only for Baxcalibur and its lineage. It raises attack by 1 when hit by a fire move, so Flamethrower, you get a +1 boost. And we can't get burned, so we don't have to worry about any Willows here today. Stalling this thing, we just have to make sure we're healthy enough to take those hits and set up D-Dance when appropriate. Our pure hazard setter is Goonch, our Wish Cash. Wish Cash here has the ability Oblivious, so it makes it the perfect lead, perfect anti-prankster as well. We don't get hit by the taunts by Sableye and Klefkis. We are running the hazard variant, so we're running Stealth Rock and Spikes because hazards will matter a lot for this team. They'll help this team a lot. So I'm spreading burns and poisons and whatnot. Key of this team is to chip things down and hopefully set up Doomsday or Supernova, which we'll get to in a second, to win us the game. We're running Earthquake and Stone Edge because ground rock coverage is near perfect coverage, and we're running Terra Water to be more defensive if Gooch survives that long. Gooch is very frail. You know, we are running max HP, max speed here, so we can actually defeat other Clodsires that could be leads with EQ and then set up our own hazards, because they can't really touch us. So Gooch here is pretty good of a lead. It only failed one time against, what was it? I think we got Magic Bounced one time, which was, you know, misplay on my part. I think it was Magic Bomb. I remember the hazards being deflected back up. So that's the only one time it failed, but other than that, it's been very reliable so far, so hopefully that carries through. And last but not least is Supernova, our dedicated special sweeper. Supernova, the Iron Moth. We're running the Booster Energy plus Arc Drive combination. Based on this design right here, we are going to be running the special attack boost instead of Timid to get the speed boost. The key is to send in Supernova on something that doesn't want to take a hit and get up the agility so that we're at +2 speed, +1 special attack, and sweep everything. If you're on the wrong end of Supernova, this is near perfect coverage in its own right. If you're near the, if you're not able to take the hits really well, or your team is very weakened, Supernova will sweep you. In testing, I've done 3 sweeps so far, and it's been wonderful, especially with Terra Grass. Terra Grass with the Energy Ball is just magic. It just knocks out every single water type, ground type that might think, oh, I can get you here. No, they cannot. Energy Ball will knock it out. Fiery Dance, of course, 50% chance to raise our special attack as well. So this thing will just keep getting stronger. Essentially, Sludge Ray for just general coverage. The only problem is dragon types. Dragon Knights will be able to shut it down, but we do have Corvus for that. But Supernova is a threat. I tell you what, this is a threat. So be on the lookout for this thing. So far in favor of this team, and in practice, this team has been really well. It's been taking the hits, it's been dishing out all the damage. Ubers wise, like when we get mismatched against a bunch of Ubers and whatnot, so you're talking about Shed Tails and Spathras, and with combination of Koraidon and Walking Wakes and whatnot, it does struggle a bit more, of course, but it still puts up a pretty good fight. Of course, I can't control my opponent brings, right, because I'm not playing on Showdown. So, you know, we're playing on the Switch, right? So, with that being said, though, thank you for watching this team builder. I hope this team performs well. We'll see, of course. With that being said, like and subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, my friends.